Boys and girls, over the last 3 transfer windows, we've spent £1.7 billion. Well, guess what? This is a transfer window, and anything can happen. One of them was going to the to a very, very narrow pub. I don't know yet whether it was the narrowest pub in London. Pab just found us a narrow pub. So I'll get all the facts for a voiceover for when we actually put the video together. It wasn't, I can confirm it was a narrow pub. Guinness Zero sounds like a cheap spin-off of Liquid Death. It certainly wasn't cheap. I think it was the same price as a naughty Guinness. We'll call the other one a naughty Guinness. It was the same price as naughty Guinness. I have heard about the price of London pints, but I think it was £5.50 for a non-alcoholic Guinness, and it wasn't on tap. I thought going into a pub it would be like proper pulley. He just put a can of Guinness Zero in front of me and then said, "Do you want a glass?" Yes, I would like a glass. And then he didn't pour it for me. I had to pour it myself. Opened the can, fizzed up a little bit, spilt some on a baby. This is what I get up to in London. I was spilling beer on babies on Saturday afternoon. It was very narrow and everyone was very rich looking. And I walked in my clop cap with a backpack on and spilt beer on a baby. I think they just wanted, I think the reason he just gave me the can is he wanted me to just take it away with me. There you go. Have a sealed can of Guinness and please leave the establishment. Right. Let's play Swansea in the FA Cup. That was my weekend anyway. Come on, gentlemen, let's do a football. Look at us go. Look at Tomori's playing centre-back today, by the way. Just dancing down the wing for no reason. There you go. Look at us. Look at us. How have we got Ugarte and Neves? Am I playing Neves as attacking midfielder? I'm not losing the hairline, but the crown in the back is awful. See, something like that doesn't bother me. I only need to look good from the front. That's why I spend so much money on my face and my beard, to try and elongate my face so you don't realise how fat I am. Because you only see me sitting down. It's fine. I obviously have far too many Pokemon cards. I've even got Pokemon cards to give out to trick-or-treaters tomorrow. Yeah, the kids are going to be so disappointed. They'll knock on the door. They'll be like, "Can I have some sweets, please?" No, you can have these Pokemon cards, though. And let me tell you, these are the ones you need to be looking out for. Here's a couple of sleeves just in case. Let me know how you get on. But yeah, I can't do football cards. I've also got a load of wrestling cards. I can't do football cards. Well, we're streaming tomorrow when the trick-or-treaters come by. In my experience, trick-or-treaters are all done by like 5:30. I mean, we never get any anyway. The reason we've got sweets I like and Pokemon cards to hand out is because when nobody turns up, I get to eat the sweets I like and open some Pokemon cards. I don't think there's much chance of anyone coming, but if they come, it'll be before tea time. Nobody comes at like 7 p.m. Well, at least we're getting knocked out of the Moose Cup. No one wanted to be in this. But yeah, I've never really done it. It's never really been a major thing. I made a video about it on YouTube a few years ago. So we got sponsored by Asda for a Halloween campaign. They sent us pumpkin picking and gave us, like, I think it was £100 budget to go into the Asda. We had to go into Asda with a £100 gift card, effectively, that could only be spent on Halloween stuff. Have you ever tried to spend £100 on Halloween stuff in Asda? We went bonkers, but yeah, that was the first time we'd really engaged with it at all. But yeah, we had costumes, face paints, all sorts when we did that Asda campaign. In fact, talking of face paints, I've got my AEW crate here. So if I do decide to do Halloween, I have got my Darby Allin makeup kit. So we might do this on stream tomorrow night. You got my midfielder, Jean Neves. Have I considered Antonio Silva for the defence. I assume that's the A Silva you mean. He's at Arsenal, I think. I think we missed out on him. We were too busy spending the money on all the attacking talent. There you go. That's the goal that's going to lead us back into this for the second leg. But it wasn't embarrassing as it could have been. Your team scored in 20 consecutive competitive matches. Just got a Steam achievement. Lucky old... I'm so good at Football Manager. Even when I lose, I get Steam achievements. You just don't get this kind of talent on other streams. Right. I'm just going to reload now because we lost... Oh, it's saved. Never mind. I was going to reload because we lost a football match. And apparently that's what I do, according to some dweeb on a Facebook group. I mean, imagine posting about Football Manager in a Facebook group and having the cheek to criticize anybody. Oh, my word. Honestly, if Facebook is against me, I'm doing something right. Said all streamers do it. Is that what... I mean, that's literally some moron who doesn't know what streaming is. Oh, yeah, all these streamers reload. We're literally playing the game live, you plum. You plum. You are a plum. Who the hell is this guy? Are we doing one of the kids of our own now? Is that what's happening here? I want to join this group. What's it called? Racist Uncles Against Streamers or something along those lines, I think. The Brexit Football Manager Club. Gammons hate fun. Honestly, Facebook, please. If you ever stop hating me, it's time for me to go. I did actually go looking for the group. I dusted off my Facebook account, downloaded the app. I was sat in my hotel in London at the time. Downloaded the app. Went through about 8 different passwords trying to figure out how to log into Facebook. And couldn't find the group anyway. Or couldn't find a group with that guy in. I wanted to see the comments more than anything. But that was the reason that there was no vlog out yesterday. It came out today instead because the time I had set aside in the hotel for editing together a vlog, I actually spent trying to find that guy on Facebook so that I could read the comments. Because I didn't want to look like I wanted to know. So I didn't want to ask the guy who sent it to me, oh, can I see the comments? Can I have a link? I didn't want to look like I cared, but I did want to see the comments because there was like 80 comments on it. I couldn't find it. I don't understand how to use Facebook. 5 or 6 years. When I did my my month off of social media for that vlog, for that video, like 4 years ago, I just never logged back into Facebook. That was the thing I learned from a month off social media. I missed Twitter. I certainly missed the YouTube comments. And I didn't miss anything else. I only use it for local related things. See, I couldn't care less about the local things. I know Anna is in our local, like, town group. She occasionally tells me so-and-so's road is blocked or there's a cow blocking a road. It's like, I don't care. Why do I don't leave the house. I don't need to know there's a queue at the pharmacy. I resisted WhatsApp for so long because everyone I would ever want to text with has an iPhone, so we just use iMessage and it's fine. Everyone I know in real life, every member of my family, everyone is on iPhone. So iMessage is fine. It's more convenient. It's on my laptop. It's on my iPad. It's fine. But every now and again, there'll be some nerd who's like, add me on WhatsApp. I'm on Android. Oh, what are you doing on there, you nerd? Now I've got to have WhatsApp on my phone. Only like 70% of all phones sold are Android based, if anything. Yeah, but that's taken into account countries where people majority use Android. I'm absolutely certain, based on my circle of people I have contact with, that the majority in the UK is iPhone. Either that or Android is like the phone equivalent of watching ITV. They're just people I want nothing to do with. Do. Come on, Victor. Bet he's got an iPhone. What are we getting? Are you posting stuff out of this Facebook group, or are you just being mean? I can't tell. Oh no, you are looking for the Facebook group. Okay, I'm just gonna let Salah score. Dr. Benji worked the space. LOLLUJO and Loki Doki have to be some of the most irritating humans on the planet. Streamers and YouTubers can be annoying, but these guys really shouldn't have subscribers, in my opinion. Hence, when someone relatively entertaining like Zealand turns up, he gets a lot of growth. Yikes. That guy's 9 then. That guy just take a dump on 4 of the biggest FM YouTubers. Not only that, but we are completely different style as well. I doubt there are many people out there who like all 4 of us. So to actively dislike all 4 of us, that's quite impressive. Because you really are just saying there, I don't like the genre. Right, we're still going to rotate. I know we've lost a couple of games in a row and we are risking morale here. But who cares about the Moose Cup? We lost 7 in a row and we're bottom of the league. And it was like, oh, I know, I'm very confident this is going to be okay. Chris was typing in Slack because obviously Chris gets this several days before it hits YouTube. And I was like keeping him up to date in Slack with what was going on. And he was like, what are you going to do if you get sacked? I'm like, well, I'm not going to get sacked. It's not going to happen. I know I'm not going to get sacked. It's fine. Oh, there are content creators out there who have managed to make a career out of making Football Manager seem harder than it is. I don't dispute that at all. Like the start of the Brighton save, the start of this save, we were messing around with different formations. If, you know, I could have not messed around with different formations and we would have started stronger. How to confuse Kev, ask him to do the training. See, believe it or not, I know how to do the training. I know how the training works. It's just so tedious and boring. And I firmly believe that as the player, there is absolutely no edge. Oh, for goodness sake, we've equalised. There's no edge. There's no benefit to doing the training yourself, apart from occasionally throwing in some team bonding or some match reviews to hurry up team cohesion. Shoot to football goal. Huzzah! Where are we in the table? Top 4. Not sure where exactly. 3rd or 4th. Right, now we're playing in the Champions League. When are we actually going to play a game where we need to put the first 11 out for? Because we're already just about through in the Champions League, aren't we? We are, yeah, we're already through. So, again, we're just going to put the reserves out. January, basically, we're having a winter break. Should we score a goal? I feel like we should probably score a goal. Come on, boys. You know what to do. There we go. That's the spirit. Now we've got through that pesky January of not signing anyone. The important thing is we survived it without selling anyone, which was I was worried about because of the financial situation that we might be forced into selling someone. But actually, we've done okay and not had to sell anybody. So I don't know where more budget has appeared from. Just Chelsea things, I think. But we're good. We're going to cruise through to the end of the season now and win the Champions League. We're probably not going to win the Premier League, but we're going to try and win the Champions League because that would be super duper fun. Right, Fofana's not fit. Why does Quick Pick forever want to play players who aren't fit? Why have we got Ugarte as a roaming playmaker? That doesn't make any sense. Where's Bellingham? Oh, he's poorly, isn't he? Where's Enzo? We've promised Ugarte football, so he'll have to play ahead of Caicedo for a bit. Well, look at us passing the ball around like fancy boys. Told you Enzo was good. Oh, my word. That's a good goal. That's upsetting. Oh, we're playing Manchester City. They're quite good, aren't they? I've heard of them. I'm not sure the manager signs the players at Man United. So why did Ten Hag sign all of his mates then? Did the board just think he'd like his mates with him? Oh no, Victor's injured. This could be problematic. Oh, it's a foot injury as well. If he's done his metatarsal, that's him out for the season. The whole Sancho thing is absurd. They spent all that money on him. if he was the problem, they should have known that before they signed him. But Dortmund managed to get some performances out of him to justify him to spend that kind of money. But, I mean, really, the fact he ended up at Dortmund in the first place suggested Man City figured it out pretty quickly. Or else he wouldn't have ended up at Dortmund in the first place. So City managed to work out when he was, 16, 17, that he didn't have the right attitude? Hey, football. Look at that table. Looks like the expensive squad's not working quite perfectly. We're top 4. Where'd you expect us to be? This is exactly where we're aiming to be this season. Top 4. We're going to finish top 4 and win the Champions League. That was the goal before the season even started. Don't know what I did before ball deodorant. It's an actual game changer. I know we say game changer a lot. Ball deodorant, genuine game changer. So if you are on the Manscaped website, you want to pick yourself up some ball deodorant while you're there. Shoot! I mean, didn't he? Didn't score, but he did a shoot. Good old Evan Ferguson. He might be offside here. It's probably quite good for him for Osimhen to be injured for a bit. Give him a little run in the team. He can actually turn into Evan Ferguson. I already spend too much money on Pokemon cards. I can't start collecting more cards. That was poor. Who's to blame for that? Guehi. Football. There was over a decade of Championship Manager. Championship Manager came out in like 93, didn't it? And FM was 2005. So we had a good 10 to 12 years of Championship Manager. 92 was it, the first champ? Was that, I mean, I wasn't aware of this at the time. I've got a feeling, though. Was that on the Amiga and it wasn't on the PC until 93? Is that right? Am I remembering my Championship Manager history correctly? Or am I confusing titles and systems and things? Jack cheated, got an even earlier start date, so he still had habits. And presumably still doesn't have a team as good as mine. He's just not got the skills. I signed Osimhen, he signed Giroud. We had the same money. You don't get to play in a cup final every day. Yeah, win the trophy. They're agreeable. That's what you want before a cup final. A bunch of agreeable gentlemen. Oh, Simmons not fit. Never mind. He wasn't ever going to play in this. Yes. Right, so we'll play those two that way round. Oh, God. Yeah, we're not going to do this. We're going to do this. We're going to stick Ward-Prowse there. And then Pino could potentially play in here. And then we can play Rooney out there. That probably makes more sense. Oh my word, Ipswich are confident, aren't they? They might beat us here. That would be a little bit embarrassing. We've put the kids out. Well, we do have a World Cup winner amongst them. But we're actually going to lose, aren't we? Good job it's only the Moose Cup. We have been trying to lose every round. We've got to the final accidentally. But I've seen Jack's and Ben's and Loki's episode 1s. And Tom's. Just so I know what everyone's up to. Come on, Evan, do your thing. Thought he'd missed there. Can you imagine the friction coming off our beards if me and Breezy had a snog? We'd start a fire. Are they still doing the Ballon d'Or Awards ceremony? I didn't watch any of it. I saw the top 20 or something was announced while I was eating my dinner at about 5 o'clock. If they're still going at 9:30, goodness me. The panel was awesome. Yeah, we had a good time. Headlined the show. Although I had hoped to get out early enough to get home and stream yesterday. I spent, boys and girls, this is my commitment to the cause. I spent an extra £25 on parking yesterday in an attempt to get home early enough to stream last night. Failed. But I moved my car from the hotel to the XL car park. It cost me £25 to park in the XL car park for the 4 hours that my car was there. But my plan was finish my panel at 5, leg it down to the car park and get home before 7 and stream. It didn't quite work out that way. It was quite busy getting out of there. Strangely, when the show ended at 5 o'clock, quite a lot of people also headed to their cars and all left the car park at the same time. But my other option would have been queuing up to get on the DLR at Custom House, change at Canning Town, get back to Stratford, then get out of that car park, which would probably be just as busy because there was loads of roads closed around Stratford, which I can't. Do they just do that as standard on a West Ham match day? Because when I went to move my car on the Sunday morning, every road I tried to get to around the stadium was closed. It took me half an hour to move my car from Westfield Stratford to the XL, which anyone who knows that part of London, we're talking like 3 miles, 4 miles tops. Half an hour, because every route I tried to go, the road was closed. I did ask them not to put us in that slot again next time. I'll have a lunchtime slot, please. So we've won the Moose Cup then, everybody, comfortably in the end, against Championship Ipswich, as you can imagine. Should I have put a suit on for this? Should I put the clop cap on for the ceremony? So everyone knows. I've got nothing to moan about. Fixture congestion. 8 minutes of added time wasn't necessary. Come on then. Moose Cup. I wish Carabao would pull out so Liquid Death could sponsor the League Cup. I'd like to win the Liquid Death Cup, please. I might rename it. Sponsor Liquid Death. You know where I am. I like your sort me out. I like your beverage. Oh, what are they doing here? Look, they're doing a little dance. Look at my barrel chest. I don't know that I put my actual height and weight into the character creator. I think it's very ambitious to suggest that's the shape of my body. But I'll take it, Sports Interactive. Thank you. I'm much more pear-shaped. What on earth is Liquid Death? I would describe it as a delicious beverage, but they haven't paid me to yet. So I'll just hold the can up one more time, saying Liquid Death, you know where I am? I would like some free Liquid Death. And then I'll talk about it even more than I already am. This ruthless tall boy of flavoured sparkling water has a twisted plan to use natural agave and exploding bubbles to murder your thirst and recycle your soul. Liquid Death, everybody. It's literally fizzy water in a can, but made cool so boys are allowed to drink it. There we go, boys and girls. We're going to be making a podcast and YouTube inquiry. We'll deal with that after the stream. Freiburg. It's got to be Freiburg or it's going to be Bayern Munich. Oh, goody. Well, I guess we took their best player off them in the summer. Shall we see if they spent the money? So they sold Musiala to us, obviously, for mega money. £225 million plus Ramos. And they've spent it on... I think we're going to beat them. They're not even top of the Bundesliga. Right, I think we'll squeeze one more game in tonight. We'll play this Leicester match, and then we'll save Bayern Munich for tomorrow night. We've also got the FA Cup quarter-final draw with John Obi Mikel. What? Why is he here? That's quite a tough quarter-final. Have we got the balls to win the Premier League? If we have, we grab a winner here. Because we've utterly dominated this match. We need Victor back. Or this could be Endrick announcing himself as a Chelsea player here. There is Endrick in the middle. That's a penalty kick. Endrick's been fouled there. A 91st minute penalty. Have we got the balls? Cue Manscaped ad. Who's taking this then? Anyone who I'd normally have taken a penalty is off the pitch. It is James Ward-Prowse. Come on then. Whoa. What a penalty as well. What a confident penalty that is. He knows he's quite good, doesn't he? But that is a huge 3 points. Because that has put us right in the title race. There is 1 point separating first from fourth, and we are in that number, and we are in form. And we've still got to play all three of them, I think. We're also still in the FA Cup. We're still in the Champions League, and we've already won the Carabao Cup. Quadruple o'clock coming in tomorrow, boys and girls. I tell you what, if we win the quadruple, does that mean the spending was justified? We'll probably have this conversation this time tomorrow. But that spend last year, this spend this year, if we go and then win every possible trophy that we're in,